You have undoubtedly heard the phrase, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and it can better explain with the following pictures. Let's have a look. What do all these pictures say about? I'm sure that you could connect with the events or occasion just by seeing these pictures, as they are self-explanatory. Two most important things for a picture are, firstly, when something cannot explain with words, then the picture does, and secondly, a photograph has no language barrier. This means you need not to know any language to understand the picture. Hello everyone, I am here today to talk about photojournalism. Today in this session, I would like to discuss on history, principles, types, ethics, challenges and future of photojournalism, qualities of photojournalist and EDFAT. Let's start with the concept of photojournalism. Photojournalism, as the name denotes, is journalism through photos. It means the journalism with the camera and photos. It differs from photography. Mere taking a picture is called photography, not photojournalism. Photojournalism is about visually describing or communicating a news with the help of photographs. Photojournalist should consider himself or herself equal to a journalist or a reporter. The only difference between them is that the reporter uses a notebook and a pen, but photojournalist uses a camera and other supporting devices. The photojournalist may work individually or may team up with a journalist. The usual assignments a photojournalist may get in the form of daily events or working on a particular assignment as a documentary for an extended period. A photojournalist, similar to a regular journalist, talks about 5 W's and 1 H, that is, who, what, when, why, where and how. It means that all the photojournalistic picture should have these things in them to completely describe the story or communication process. Let's now have a brief look at the origin of photojournalism and its journey through time and few iconic photographers. Although there is no fixed date of origin of photojournalism. From the beginning of American Civil War, war photography pictures were in high demand, and working style and conditions of photographers were entirely different to today's photojournalists. Because of the technical limitation, they could only click staged images or posed images of war and landscape and dead bodies. With the invention of the roll film, photojournalism became more comfortable and it has given the opportunities to click many pictures in quick succession and capture the entire event. By 1920, photography became a new career option. Rich people wanted to capture their lifestyle for publishing it in newspapers. Photojournalism flourished in the Western world between the 1920s and 1950s, as the first decade was with the lifestyle images, later to war photography. During the Great Depression in the United States, the government has formed Farm Security Administration to observe the rural poverty with the help of documentary photography, and it helped the USA to come out of the depression, or it contributed. Now let's have an idea of evolution of photojournalism in India. Raja Deen Dayal, who lived between 1844 and 1905, was Hyderabad Nizam's court photographer. He was the first photographer to royal families and also captured streets and lifestyle of ordinary people. Narayan Vinayak Virkar has photographed Jallianwala Bagh massacre after it had happened. He photographed bullet marks on walls, survivors. Sunil Jana has photographed Bengal famine, industrial and rural worker lifestyles, politicians like Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru and Jinnah. His pictures were remarkable, historical and emotional. Mr. Jana has considered as one of the top-line photojournalists during pre- and post-independence period of India. Homi Vyarwala was the first lady photojournalist in India who photographed the political events and freedom movement. Her pictures best spoke about the transition of India from British Raj to independent India. She had worked for British Information Service and other well-known newspaper and publications. T.S. Satyan, Raghu Rai, Raghuveer Singh and others are worked and set standards for the future generation. Photojournalists follow certain photography principles that are intended to help them produce or click the photos that catch the attention of all sort of audiences. Let's now take a brief look on the principles of photojournalism. Photojournalism is assumed as print media, but with electronics and the internet, it has almost become an instant medium. Photojournalism captures the real moments accurately and sequentially. Therefore, it is normally not a biased reporting. Photojournalism communicates by integrating with words and pictures. The balance between them is flexible, but even in the heavily visual photographic essay, words are needed to complete the message. Hence, a photojournalist needs have balanced approach in using words along pictures. Complete reportage includes images and written words. Photographs must be explained through written words. Few lines of words or text used to explain the photograph is called caption. A caption is the basic unit of photojournalism. Captions are also called as cutline. Photojournalism deals with people to succeed as a photojournalist. There should be a great interest in people. People are a prime ingredient in both ends of the photojournalistic message, as they are the subjects and the viewers. Photojournalism communicates to the mass audience, and this means that the message must be precise and immediately understood by people from different backgrounds. A skilled editor presents photojournalism and he decides how the report reaches to the public. Okay, so let us move on to the next topic, which is ethics in photojournalism. Photojournalists supposed to follow some ethics while taking and publishing images, intentionally avoiding or including a thing in the picture to give misinterpretation of the picture. A picture should never be derogatory in nature to a person. Manipulation of the photo opportunities for a biased views should be avoided. Staged or posed pictures intentionally for photographs should be avoided. Digital corrections like Photoshop need be minimal and should not alter the image totally. Changing the colors altogether or stamping out images should be avoided. Paying sources or subjects to be in the picture or getting the opportunity to be photographed is not considered ethical. Taking any favors or money in exchange to clicking photograph should be totally avoided. Never stop looking. The notation for a great photojournalist. An experienced photojournalist never stops looking for pictures, taking opportunities around him. Same quality is required for a learner also. Photojournalism learner should have an open mind to go with open eyes and willingness to adopt everything he or she sees as a picture worth possibility. A photojournalist should strictly consider following approaches. Firstly, to capture the moments rightly and impactful, a photojournalist must learn to organize his or her clicks in these three categories: establishing shot, medium shot, and close-up. Establishing shot. This is the very first photograph to click. It tells that where the event is happening. This type of shot can be extreme long shot or a long shot where the location is identified with surroundings. The second one is medium shot. In medium shot, more emphasis is given on the subject, which is important. A medium shot is usually taken from a normal lens and is equals to human eye vision. Third one is close-up. Close-up shots are for extra details, can be revealed subject effectively. It is usually taken for a portrait as a main subject. In this shot, emotions and expressions can be shown effectively. This basic visual approach has provided a shooting structure from the earliest days of photography and is logical for visual language. The second thing is the ease with the gear. How confidently you can use your camera and that much better image chances will be. Third, physical and mental fitness is very much essential. As the events are documentaries, takes longer time and staying energetic and enthusiastic all the time is very much needed. Long hours of walking and standing are general practice in photojournalism.